The new Astra is setting a new standard in the compact class because of its unique combination of a very dramatic and dynamic styling, quality of execution, and the technology it uses. If you look at the car, it has a coupe-ish design, and it has a great stance, and it has, for example, a wheelbase which very much supports the overall proportion of the vehicle. When it comes to technology, we are downsizing engine size so that we can achieve fun to drive the car and still have very, very good fuel economy. We are using 1.4 turbo engines, for example, instead of a 1.8, which has the 1.4 turbo has the same performance or even better performance than the old 1.8 in the current Astra, but much better fuel economy. And we are using also on the diesel side a 1.3 diesel downsized engine for a very low CO2 emission vehicle with 109 gram, which actually is our EcoFlex variants, will be introduced next year. And with this car we are going a little bit a different route than lots of the competitors do. We don't want to have just this lighthouse vehicle with 99 grams. We really want to have a car which is affordable, which goes into a higher volumes into the market and the customer appreciates and is able to buy it. That's the reason why we have designed this package as an EcoFlex package with 109 gram. And of course we are working on a 99 gram version as well. If we continue, for example, we're taking lots of technology from the Insignia, the big brother actually of the Opel Astra. The front axle concept with the McPherson strut is more or less a carryover technology from the Insignia. We're using lightweight aluminum components in the chassis to reduce mass and to reduce the weight specifically in the front of the car. We're going further around the car, coming to the rear axle. One of the absolute uniquenesses of the car is the rear axle combination of a compound crank with a Watts link, which actually has a heritage in racing, interestingly. And this unique combination gives a perfect setup for ride and handling. So it makes the car very agile and cornering, very precise and fast. And on the other hand, it maintains the comfort of ride. So ride comfort, road noise is very low. So we think it's a unique combination in this segment, and it will really set the new standard in ride and handling in the competitive class. We are going to look at the trunk, for example. Versatility was one of the major reason or one of the major targets we had from the beginning, to have a car which has lots of storage and lots of versatility features, so that the customer can really use it very flexible as a first car, as a second car, in all kinds of different situations. What you can see here is, for example, a feature which divides sort of the trunk so that you can lift over heavy things or parcels, whatever, easier into the trunk without bending your neck or your back. And going back here to this side, we'll again see the wonderful shape of the car, which really is a coupe-ish design. And again, this is sort of ongoing in the interior of the car. If we want to look into the car, we see the wrap-around design of the vehicle, which very much supports a driver-oriented driving position, a very good feel of lightness and roominess. And this is also combined with a huge amount of new, and in this segment, unique technologies. For example, the Opel I. This is the first car in this segment which is really able not only to have a traffic lane departure warning, it also combines this feature with traffic sign recognition. So it gives you warning if you are speeding, and it tells you exactly what the speed you are driving or you are allowed to drive. And again, it recognizes almost all the traffic signs. And this goes together with some chassis features. We call them mechatronic. That's our flex ride system, which is a unique chassis setup which combines mechanical and electronic devices to a perfect setup so that it can easily and in milliseconds adjust the chassis setting to the driver's demand and also to what the road conditions are, or it can easily also help in safety situations or in emergency situations. So it switches, for example, in a critical situation automatically into a sports mode. So that is a again unique combination in this segment. The other features you can see here is lots of storage, like for example in the doors you can position a 1.5 liter bottle into the doors, in both doors. We have ambient light and storage here behind the shifter. There is 2 cup holders in the center console here. There's a huge glove box. So again, versatility, storage, etc. was one of the main development targets which we fulfilled. And to somehow summarize and close with is materials, fits and finish, and quality of execution. As you can see, materials are high quality with very good haptic and visual appearance, and it is also a very clear direction of having a almost seamless design and good craftsmanship in the interior, and I think we achieved this very well. This is a model of the unique axle for the Astra, and it is a combination of a Watts link over there and a compound crank axle, and obviously electronically controlled dampening system. The unique feature here is that through the Watts link, all lateral forces are sort of adjusted and taking off the wheels, so that very fast cornering is possible. And of course we can use this device that takes up all the lateral forces to somehow soften these bushings here, the front bushings of the compound crank, so that they are somewhat softer and provide a much better comfort. So for the right portion, it's very important to have a soft setup here for these bushings, and the lateral forces are then taken up by the Watts link. And again, this is combined with electronically controlled dampeners for all the 4 dampeners, and is controlled by a central electronic unit which in milliseconds adapts to different situations, driving situations and road conditions.